Hello again and welcome to another Ocarina tutorial. This time we are doing an 8-hole ocarina that doesn't suck. I don't know if you know this or not, but 8-hole ocarinas, like this one right here, are some of the worst ocarinas ever made. Listen to this. Listen to this beautiful sound. Yeah. And it has 12 notes at max. The 8-hole ocarina I have has 15, my design. So what you do is you take a little piece of clay, round it up, cut it in half, scoop out the insides like I did with the last videos. I don't have clay to waste this time, so sorry about that. But you roll into two balls. No, you don't. You roll into one ball. Then you use a little knife tool to cut it in half, and then you scoop out the insides, smash them together, except you want to make it more of an oval shape, like this. Then you cut a little hole right here, You want to scoop out some of the clay so you can see right into the chamber right there, right into the chamber. And you take your little knife tool, push it up through here, and like I'm doing right now. Yeah, that should make a tone. Alright, our ocarina is going to be an A. I haven't made an A ocarina in a while, so that's okay, I guess. Now hold the ocarina where you know your fingers are going to be, and then press down so you can put like your little, hang on, I can't do that on camera because that's a weird angle, but press down with your fingernails so then you know where the holes are going to want to be. Forgot to change the focus mode to macro. Okay, first hole you're going to want is up here. And since this is A, it should go from A to B. How this works is you blow into it softly for A, hard for A sharp, or B flat, whichever you use, and then you put a hole here for B. Alright, let's get this out. What I like to do is like use my fingernail to make little holes like this so it feels comfy to grip. Like little dents when I make 8-hole ocarinas. You know where your pinky's supposed to be. I'm gonna make it right about the size of your pinky. So let's see. A to B. Alright, once you've got those, you want to smooth it out with a little bit of water. Alright, so now we've got it already looking a lot like the ocarina I just showed. But we're going to add the holes now. The next note is the second hole, and this one, with all of them uncovered, should be, according to my little chart here, C sharp. Okay. That's probably because it's in A. That's kind of a weird key for ocarinas. But let's see. C sharp. Hey, it's actually C sharp. Now something you need to be careful about when you're getting to the last notes, which is something, if you watch my last video, you know I did this by mistake, is that when you make the holes really big on the other side, you're taking out so much clay that you're actually making the inside air chamber larger sometimes, and that changes the key. So then you need to completely redo everything. Alright, the next note, the third hole, should be D. Interesting. I haven't looked at this chart for a while. I haven't made one of these in a while. Alright, this one should be D. D. Hey, it was D. This is going well. Now, like I said before in all the other videos, if you're having trouble getting your ocarina to whistle, You probably made the air release farther down, so you're going to want to push this part right here farther down, or make the air release wider, and keep messing around with that until you get it right. Alright, the next note should be E. I'm just waiting for that one thing to go horribly wrong, like it happens in all of my little tutorial things. Alright, the next note is actually here. Not here, here. And it is... what was this one? E? Yeah. So the next one is going to be F sharp. Okay, it turns out this hole is a little smaller than it should be. I was blowing a little too hard. It's my bad. It's my bad, my fault. And I just screwed that up. E. Yeah, this hole's going to need to be wider. What you can do with that. See, this is where I was screwing up the last time, scooping out some of the clay to get the hole wider, so it doesn't just fall down in there. So let's test if... yep, it's still an A. And that's not an F sharp yet. We're going to need to make it bigger yet. That's F sharp. There we are. It's sounding a little airy. We might have to change the little mouthpiece here. I think I got something on my glasses, hang on. Alright, the next note up from F sharp is G sharp. So this one right here is going to be G sharp. And with that, it's a full octave. But then we're going to continue. Make it like an octave and a half. Alright, G sharp, how'd you turn out? Mr. G sharp hole. Yeah, that is G sharp. And we are losing more air than we should be, so like I said, just push this down a little, or widen the hole if that doesn't work, and let's see. That's going to last us a few more holes yet. Alright, so next, after G sharp, this one should be A. The one right here. Come on. These take a lot of practice, so don't be frustrated if you don't get it at first. If I were you, I would start with four-hole ocarina anyway. Besides, that one's a little more detailed on how to get it to make a whistle in the first place. I have the video. Go check it out. It's somewhere on my channel. I don't know, I'm too lazy to put a link. Let's see. Maybe I'll put one, I don't know. That's G sharp. Wait a minute, that's G. It's still A. See, this is what I was talking about, people. We took out so much clay that it's actually become a lower key. So what we're doing here is we're just flattening it a little. We're smashing it. Not too much. Just make sure it gets into A back again. It looks like this hole back here got covered a little. Alright, so this is B. We are so close to the A, but this needs to be bigger. Alright, and that is a 7-hole design. We're going to add one more hole. Now the next hole we add is going to go from A to B again. Now this one is A sharp, so the hole's going to need to be bigger. The last pinky hole is always massive, but luckily, with my design, it's farther away from the air release than any of the other notes, so you're not losing a lot of air near the air release. That makes sense? Yes, it does. And that, people, is B. Alright, now after your ocarina completely dries, you should be able to play a song on it. Even if it's not in the right key, it should still sound good. That's what I had to do. I had to retune a couple of these holes, because after it dried, it shrunk just a little bit around one of them too much. So, it should sound something like this. Now that song was not in the right key, but it still sounded good, so that's how you tell if your ocarina is in tune or not. Also check every note along the scale again. So, that is the tutorial on how to make this ocarina. If you want, which I would recommend, but be careful, you can smooth out little finger holes around it. Smooth out the entire ocarina to make it look a little nicer. And there we go. Now when you're done smoothing it out, like I am, you add your little initials or logo or whatever, what have you. I think I'm going to put mine like this. I always put mine like this because I'm left-handed. It always ends up on the left side. So that's how you know it's me. In case there's another ocarina maker with the same initials as me, I'm always left-handed. So out of like 1 million chance that someone has the exact same initials and makes the same type of ocarinas, then there's an additional 95% chance that he's right-handed. Yeah. Doesn't really matter. It's never going to happen. I make very odd ocarinas. They're easy to learn, though. Because if you get down to it, it's actually transverse fingering, for the most part, on a pendant ocarina. Do they still count as pendant if you can't wear them? Because my 8-hole ocarinas can't be worn. I don't think I have one that can be. I don't care. They're so flat you get a good grip on them anyway. You're not going to drop these. Especially with the little fingering holes right here. Little fingering dents for your fingers. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Check out my website in the link below for more ocarinas and little fingering charts so you can make your own, in case I don't have a video on how to do that yet, on certain types. Actually, I think I covered most of them. And if you create an ocarina like mine, post it as a video response below, and I would love to see that. That would be fantastic. Well, that is all until next time.